Carmel. Hello, Helium Comedy Club. Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys think that homeless people get knock-knock jokes? Because I tried to tell one earlier, and here's how it went down. I walked up to a homeless guy, and he said, "You got $1?" And I said, "No, I'll tell you a joke. How about that?" And he's like, "Okay." I was like, "Knock, knock." And he's like, "I have diarrhea." And I was like, "What?" Obviously, you don't get the premise of the joke. So I walked away, and plus he was like shithouse drunk. Which pisses me off because I don't think that homeless people should be able to afford to be shithouse drunk every day. And most of them are, I can barely afford to keep my pipe filled, you know? I don't drink much. I used to drink too much, and got to the point where my friends started telling me, you know, that I was having episodes, and they told me I was like apparently blacking out and stuff. I got to thinking about it, you know, I don't ever personally remember being blackout drunk. So I think those guys are probably fucking with me just to make me feel bad or something, but yeah, so I don't drink much. I stick to that green stuff, marijuana, that's my drug of choice. Any weed heads in the house, of course. It's Portland, give me a break. But yeah, it's almost completely legal. It's legal for medical purposes, which is awesome. A lot of people give me crap though because they're like, "Oh, you weed heads with your cards, you just make up excuses that aren't even valid, like, oh, my knee hurts, I got a weed card, oh, I got a bad back, I got a weed card." Well, I've got some friends who use it for legitimate purposes, you know, so back off. You know, I got a friend who suffers from epilepsy, and he said that when he smokes weed, it calms down his epileptic fits. And I was like, "Dude, that is so awesome. You smoke weed and you don't have seizures?" And he's like, "Well, I still have them, but it's like..." He's like, "And I don't even fall down, so nobody gets hurt, so it's fucking awesome." So go get your weed card. It'll heal what ails you. But speaking of weed and stuff, any Nirvana fans in the audience tonight? I love those guys. I used to get a lot of flack from my metalhead friends back in the early 90s when I got into those guys. They're like, "Why do you like that grunge crap?" I was like, "I don't know why, but I do." So I put a sticker on my truck years ago, and it was one of those single letter peel and stick ones where the backing comes off, and over the years, the letters have been randomly peeling off, and now, oddly enough, my Nirvana sticker is an NRA sticker. Which is totally ironic since he shot himself in the face with a gun. You know, that's weird. You know, and some people think suicide's like the cowardly way to go. You know, you're leaving your friends and family behind and whatnot. But I think opposite. You got to be pretty damn brave to stick a gun in your mouth and actually pull the trigger or jump off the stool or however you're going to do it, you know. I'm too much of a pussy, and I'm not even suicidal. But if I was, I would probably just have to take the easy way out and like go out into the woods and try to kill myself with a bear or something, you know, like just strip down naked and cover myself in period blood and glitter and honey and just run through the forest saying, "Come on, bear, get me!" And then if he didn't get me, I would just say, "Fuck it." And I would go home to my awesome life, which I didn't want to end anyway, because suicide is for losers, right? Okay, while we're on the topic of running naked, covered in period blood through the woods, has anybody been on any good hunting, camping / acid trips lately? Because I take it from me, it's always best to take a lot of acid when you go hunting and camping because it makes things a lot more fun. When I was younger, as a teenager, I used to take a lot of acid, and my dad would always get mad at me whenever I would take acid from him because he was trying to sell it, and that's like throwing a monkey wrench in his whole program, which kind of sucked, but yeah, so I don't take acid anymore. I'm a little bit too old for that stuff. I'm just afraid I might trip out and do something crazy. But when I used to take acid, I used to think of really weird stuff. Like, here's one I'll share with you. I think this will be my last bit. If you help someone steal a belt or a purse, does that make you an accessory as well? I have to include at least one corny joke in my set all the time, just to keep things real, you guys. All right, now this would be my last one. Is there any deaf folks in the audience tonight? No. That's good. I was hoping not, because I fucking hate deaf people. I know that sounds mean, but I got a good reason. They never, ever listen. So, yeah. Especially when I'm trying to do my comedy. So, I decided that the worst thing about being deaf, besides you wouldn't be able to enjoy comedy and music, was you'd never know if your friend was like coughing or offering you a blowjob. And in the winter months in Portland, that can be quite often when they have a cough and you're always wondering. Is he coming on to me or has he just got a cold? All right, my name's Terry Geil. You've been a wonderful audience. Make sure and vote for me. I will get results in 2012. Thank you, guys.